G'day guys, my name's Sam Saggers, CEO of Positive Real Estate, and actually a 20-year veteran as a property investor. And during that time, I can tell you one of the jobs as being a property investor is actually being a landlord. Being a landlord is making sure you choose the right property to begin with. Planning how to buy the right property is a big part of having a successful formula for being a property investor. Now, if you bought a property that lacked security, perhaps was in a noisy area, away from amenities, was actually the walkability score around the area was very low. In other words, it was dangerous to actually walk around that particular home. Do you think many people are going to be attracted as quality tenants? Well, the answer is probably no. Being a landlord is about being shrewd. If you can buy the right property, quite often that appeals to an owner-occupier market, you find the quality of tenants becomes just fantastic because most people will want to associate themselves with a good streetscape, a good community, and somewhere safe. Safety is so important to tenants. So when you're choosing a property, make sure you take that on board. Very easy to burn a good tenant if you don't have the right locks on your doors and windows. Also, if you don't have the right lighting. No one wants to live in a dark, dismal place. So when you're choosing a property, make sure there's an element of lighting. Now, each different state and territory has different lighting needs. In New South Wales, quite often north-facing properties are well sought after because they get more sunlight than others. It's not like that everywhere in your state and territory. You can quite easily Google what facing property is the best for tenants. Tenants are the lifeblood of your cash flow, so you need to look after them. I like to send my tenants a bottle of wine at Christmas every year, just thank you for their occupancy. There's not too many of my properties that have had big periods of occupancy during their time frame. And I push the rents. I make sure the rents go up in line with market value. That's why there is no surprises. I don't think people actually like surprises. I think if you hold on to a tenant for a long period of time, they're a good tenant, and then you realize, well, the market rent say $500 and they're only paying $400, and you slug them with a $100 increase, well, you're just going to ruin a pretty good tenant. I think most people are fair and equitable. My tip when it comes to putting up rents, let's say you're putting up rents $20 this year, is actually put it up by $20 and then get your property manager to ring the actual tenant and say, hey, the owner just rang. He wanted to let you know he really values he or she really values your tenant occupancy, and he's changed his mind. He's just going to give you a $10 rent increase. That makes it so much more palatable. It shows that you care about them and what they provide to your property portfolio. Look, for some great tips on how to buy the right property to get the right tenant, come along to one of our property information nights. They're held all around the country. There's some great practical tips and examples on what you should be doing in the real estate market. Hey, register your details and I hope to catch you real soon. Thanks for listening.